Check, check. Happy evening, everybody. Happy evening. Thank you so much for joining us this evening at iSpark's production house event. Welcoming all the parents, our chief guest, our guest of honor, our founder, and all the parents, children, grandparents. We can see a lot of them. So thank you so much for coming. It's so sweet that you all came to see your children perform. Very excited for the production house event. We'll get started without any further delay, and we just like to start this evening with a small prayer. So, if I can request you, just a 1 minute prayer. We'll close our eyes, and I'll request the team to just play the prayer, and after that, we'll get started. You can sit down. You don't need to stand up. That's absolutely fine. Please be seated. We'll start with the prayer.
Feeling thy presence, feeling thy grace, feeling thy radiance. You are my source of faith and strength. You are my path and destination, and I'm always connected to you. Nothing of me and everything of you. Lead me higher, lead me deeper, lead me beyond, lead me to you.
Thank you so much. Just requesting everyone who's come in to please settle. If Team iSpark can just help with space and chairs as comfortable, especially for all the grandparents that have come. Perfect. I think everyone's just settling in, so great. We'll get started. I'll just get started by introducing all of you to iSpark. iSpark is a holistic Montessori space for children where our primary focus is the Montessori program that we run. And apart from Montessori, we have a couple of other programs that we run, which are after school programs, which are our seasonal camps that we do. We do personalized birthday parties for children, all with the focus of providing holistic access, holistic education, and holistic experiences for children and thus the parents as well. So, providing an extended home for children and bridging the gap between school and home in some way or the other is what we are trying to provide over here, right? And this evening for iSpark Production House 2025, we have two very special people who have joined us. We have Ms. Chitra Prasad, who has joined us. She is the founder of and the correspondent of the NSN group of schools, which has over 3 branches, having over 5,700 plus children. And she manages the entire school and the space. And her belief has always been to be a mother at school. And that's the vision that she walks with every day of her life. We have her as our chief guest. So thank you so much, ma'am, for joining us. And we have Miss Maya Tyagarajan, who has been associated with iSpark for many years in the past. And she runs a space called the Tree Learning Community, helping schools perform better with placements of teachers, of qualified personnel at the school. And she is very qualified in her own ways, which I'll speak a little bit more about when we invite her to share some words with you all in some time. But I know all of you are very excited, especially because your children are also inside. So let's get started with the main performance first. And I'd like our founder, Ms. Manisha Kanoria Loya, to come up on stage, share a few words, share a little bit about the Production House 2025, and we can get started. So please.
A very warm welcome to all of you all and happy evening. It's such a delight to see all the parents, grandparents, and especially our chief guest and guest of honor. I'm very grateful to you all for being here. I know it's a little crammed up space and you all are all managing. I'm sure next year we'll be in a auditorium and in a bigger space. But since children and you all as parents and grandparents are eager to know what the children are doing throughout the year, we have to do this for the children. And I won't take much of your time. I'll share about why we are doing this today. So basically, since we follow the Montessori methodology, in the Montessori methodology, we don't force the children and we don't thrust them into doing something which will make them feel uncomfortable. Of course, stage is something which everyone has a fear towards stage. And that age at 2 years, you suddenly tell them, oh, we have to perform on stage. They might get overwhelmed. They might get very scared about doing so. Some children might not even want to go and perform that day. You'll prepare them, but they won't want to go and dance. And you can't push them. We don't push them. And we don't want to make them cry. It's all out of happiness that they want to do. So we don't encourage annual days, annual performances, sports days, because those, especially at the age between 2 to 6, because we don't know how the children will want to behave in some time. Sometimes it's their moods are different. Moods in the sense, I'm not saying in the negative manner. I'm saying at that age, they go through their own emotions and phases. Respecting that, but yet letting you all know what we do at iSpark with the vision. So last year, this thought came to me since I am a dancer and I feel that sometimes just dancing on stage, which the children do here, because fitness is a part of our curriculum and dance. So we have an in-house dance teacher who works with the children twice a week, and we have a fitness trainer who comes thrice a week also. So the dance teacher, she does the dance training with them for the entire year. So they know the song, they know the steps, everything. We are not just preparing them a month before the program. So what we do is that whatever they have learned through the year, you all can see them doing it with us here. At the same time, it's like a production house where we want to share with you all that there is a message for you all to take back. As you all see the children dance, it should have some meaning for you all. So that's all about the production day. I'm sure the parents who were there last year with us, the children have joined us from last year also, though they are not in the regular Montessori program, but they have joined us here. So I won't talk about the production. It will speak of itself. I don't want to delay it further. So have a happy time watching your children. Thank you so much.
So yeah, I think we can get started. We'll just wait for a minute if we can get the tech running, and the children will just be joining us in a minute. Please don't worry, we'll share a video and the photographs, everything with you. So if you're not able to capture something, if people are coming in the way, don't worry about it. And there's a link also of the recording, we'll share that as well, so that you can share it with your family, friends, and others after the program.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
The story of Mrs. Thompson. A teacher should be a mother first. In a school in America, there was this one teacher named Mrs. Thompson. It was going to be her first ever day in the school. She walked into the classroom, looked at all the students, and as it would be her practice, she started by saying, "Love you all." That was the first statement she spoke. And Mrs. Thompson knew she was lying. There was this one student in the class who had such unkempt hair, who did not make eye contact with the teacher, looked absolutely disinterested in the class. The teacher could not feel the connection with this one student, and though she had said, "Love you all," she knew she was lying. Anyhow, every day continued, and the teacher avoided to make eye contact on the one side of the class where this boy sat, as it always distracted her. She focused on the other side of the class. The first term got over, and the
Let's play the party freeze game. Now remember, when I say freeze, freeze. And when I say dance, dance. Dancing, dancing all around. Dancing, dancing, dancing. Dancing any way you please. But stop when I say freeze. Everybody, get ready to hop. Hopping, hopping all around. Hopping, hopping, hopping. Hopping any way you please. But stop when I say freeze. Everybody, get ready to skip. Skipping, skipping all around. Skipping, skipping, skipping. Skipping any way you please. But stop when I say freeze. Everybody, get ready to twirl. Twirling, twirling all around. Twirling, twirling, twirling. Twirling any way you please. But stop when I say freeze. Everybody, get ready to dance. Dancing, dancing all around. Dancing, dancing, dancing. Dancing any way you please. But stop when I say freeze.
teacher had to write the first term progress report for all the children. She had to write all the comments she had about the students for parents to sign. Irrespective of whatever she wrote about all the students, she had a lot of critical things to write about this one student.
The vice principal of the school, who had to co-sign the progress report, called Mrs. Thompson to her room. It seems she told Mrs. Thompson for a reason. It is called progress report. Write only about progress. This looks like a complaint report, she said. I want you to write what all is progressive about the student so that the parents believe in the child and not what you have written now.
Immediately, it seems, Mrs. Thompson said, there is no way I can write anything progressive about this one boy because there is nothing progressive about him.
The vice principal asked Mrs. Thompson to sit on a chair, called out to the admin staff, and from the archive asked, bring the progress report of Teddy of the last few years. 6th standard progress report reads, Teddy is the brightest student in the class. Though his name is Theodore, everyone used to call him as Teddy. Teddy was the brightest student in the class. He is an inspiration to the rest of the class. He is truly a blessing to any teacher who teaches him.
The facial expression of Mrs. Thompson changed. She asked the vice principal, are you talking about the same student? She said, yes, read the next year's progress report.
The 7th standard progress report was read, and it read like this. Teddy's mother has been diagnosed with cancer. This is beginning to affect Teddy a lot. He is no more the student he used to be. He is losing his attention span in class, and we do not know how to help him.
With oozing tears in her eyes, Mrs. Thompson looked at the vice principal and asked, now, how is she?
The vice principal, with tears in her eyes, had to say, now we have lost her. And in losing the mother, we have also lost Teddy. He is no more able to focus in the class.
Mrs. Thompson took the progress report of Teddy and said, let me rewrite it. This we cannot give it to Teddy's father. Unable to hide her tears, she walked away from the vice principal's class. Whatever she wrote in the progress report is details. Next day morning, Mrs. Thompson went to the class and said, love you all. And Mrs. Thompson knew she was again lying. The love she felt for Teddy was a little more than she felt for the rest of the class. She made it a point that the entire class was taken only with eye contact with Teddy. She made it a point to again and again and again call out Teddy's name as she was taking the class.
There was a lot of change in the attention span of Teddy right through the year. Teachers' Day came that year, and it was a practice in the school to either give card or gifts to the teacher.
Michelle fight for that white gold. This one for them hood girls, them good girls, straight masterpieces. Stylin', wildin', living it up in the city. Got Chuck's on with Saint Laurent. Gotta kiss myself, I'm so pretty. I'm too hot. Call the police and the fireman. I'm too hot. Make a dragon wanna retire, man. I'm too hot. Say my name, you know who I am. I'm too hot. And my band about that money, break it down. Girls hit you, hallelujah. Girls hit you, hallelujah. Girls hit you, hallelujah. Cause Uptown Funk don't give it to you. Cause Uptown Funk don't give it to you. Cause Uptown Funk don't give it to you. Saturday night and we in the spot. Don't believe me, just watch. 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 Hey, 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 oh! Stop. Wait a minute.
Extraordinary looking fancy gift wrap gifts were given. But in the middle of all that, in newspaper, wrapped out of place, there was one gift.
By now, Mrs. Thompson knew from whom that had come. Despite all the cards and the gifts, she decided to open that newspaper wrapped gift. When she opened, there was a bracelet from where a few stones had already fallen. Seems it was a used bracelet. And there was a used perfume bottle which did not even have a lid. Everybody started laughing, feeling, who gives a used thing as a gift? As everybody was laughing, Mrs. Thompson took the bracelet, wore it around her wrist, sprayed the perfume on her. Even without checking, directly made eye contact with Teddy and said, "Thank you, Teddy, for this gift. And children, I will go through all the cards and gifts later."
The class ended. All students started leaving the class. Teddy was the last person to leave. Teddy walked up to Mrs. Thompson and told her, "Today, you smell like my mother." This was the bracelet she wore when she passed away, and this was her used perfume. After that, every year on Teacher's Day, one card would come outside her class to Miss Thompson, reading, "You are still the best teacher I have ever had, Teddy."
Years rolled by and Mrs. Thompson also retired from her teacher's job. A mail came, and when Mrs. Thompson opened the mail, there was a wedding invitation that Theodore was getting married, and next to his name was a PhD. There was an airline ticket to and fro attached to it, and a post-it note on the wedding invitation. "Ma'am, my wedding will not be complete without you. Please come and bless us."
The old lady mustered the strength to travel. For the first time, she was traveling by air. Hesitantly, she went and sat in the last row of the church. A few volunteers ran towards her and said, "You must be Mrs. Thompson. There is a seat reserved for you."
She felt so awkward as she walked through the aisle. She was not used to such adulation. And right on the front row, there was a chair which was titled Mother. Mrs. Thompson was made to sit on that chair. The wedding happened. The bride and the groom came to take the blessings from Mrs. Thompson.
Hey everybody, let's get ready to do the Ocean Jam.
One, two, three, four. Do the Ocean Jam. Do the Ocean Jam. Do the Ocean Jam. Do the Ocean Jam. Spin like an octopus. Spin like an octopus. Spin like an octopus. Spin
Theodore, with welled up eyes, told his newly wedded wife, "Without her, I would not be Dr. Theodore today. She is still the best teacher I have ever had in life."
Right there, with welled up eyes, Mrs. Thompson told the newly wedded girl, "Without Teddy, I would have never known a teacher must be a mother in school."
The naughty brats will know how to take care of them. The first ranker holders will know how to progress in life. There are a lot of people like Theodore in the middle bench who are neither the backbenchers nor the front benchers. Unless a Mrs. Thompson happens in their lives, they do not become what they truly become in life.
You teachers must already be doing it on behalf of all the middle benchers. Monday morning, when you go back to school, please be a mother to all the children. There are Theodores and middle benchers who need you for them to become what they can become in life. Go the extra mile and discover the innate potential within each child by being a Mrs. Thompson to them first and a mother too. Keep going, keep going. Good luck. I don't have words to say after the entire illustration of this story. This story is extremely dear to me and all of us who've heard it many times from my Guru Mahatria. It's inspired by the story which we've heard from him again and again. And I feel we have to live being that every moment to the children. If we've got this the cause which I feel is to be with children at this age, especially between 2 to 6 years, when they just absorb everything from the environment. It's also especially from the time when the mothers are pregnant. We don't realize that, but during that time, all of you all know the story of Abhimanyu. Everything what the mother goes through in the 9 months, the child is learning everything. So all of us are parents, mothers. So I think this story says everything. I will not be able to do justice to the story. I just want to leave it there to leave a message. But the reason of doing an annual day is also that the children just don't come and perform. They also need breaks. We can't tell them to just dance like one after the other. So, coupled with the story, it leaves a message. And since we are the children, like last year I started that the children should do the dance, the drama. But since we have small children, they can't enact it right now. So that's why the illustrations were made. And thanks to Rasika Raghunath, who's done all the illustrations and the video for us for the story. The audio and voiceover is by myself and my son Vedant. The dance teacher, Vaishnavi, is here, who gives all her effort in the dance for the children to perform. All the staff, the teachers, Gayatri, the head coordinator, Montessori coordinator, the teachers here, Jiva, Sarunya. We don't call them teachers, we call them guides, Montessori guides. So all of them, thanks to all of them for being there and supporting this. And thank you, Chitra, on behalf of Rasika. I would thank you that you had introduced me to Rasika and how beautifully she's not here today. So thanks, Chitra, for taking out time for coming here. I know it's Prithvi's birthday, but still you've taken out time and you've been here. It means a lot to us. Thank you, Maya, for being here. I hand over the mic to Vedant. Let him continue.
So thank you so much. Can we have a huge round of applause for all the children? I don't think we did justice to clap for them. Thank you so much. So we have a couple of other things planned, so don't go yet. First of all, would like to hear from our chief guest, Ms. Chitra Prasad. So let me introduce her properly. She's a humanitarian educator, passionate about creating future ready world class citizens. She started her career with NSN School in the year 1996 and became the correspondent in the year 2006. She's a postgraduate in English with a bachelor's degree in education and a postgraduate diploma in education leadership. She's been in the field of education for 29 years and a very passionate educator who, as I said, likes to be a mother in school and heads NSN group of schools with over 5,700 plus children. She calls it a temple of learning, but also a temple of transformation. And, ma'am, we would love to hear from you and for you to address the parents, the grandparents, and all of us. So, please.
Happy evening to all of you. My apologies first for coming a little late. When Vedant says it's my son's birthday, he is 31 years old. So, still, he's a child to me. But Manisha wouldn't spare me from attending today's program. I told her it's my son's birthday, but Manisha was very keen that I attend this program. So we believe in this and that. So I had to go all the way to Krompet and then come back from there. It took more than an hour for me to reach here. So, what is it that we all want for our children? We want them to be able minded and noble hearted, right? So, good human being and successful professional. So, every school does a plan, a backward plan from what we want for our children. These are the years where children need us, the Montessori years, when they are very young. Children need us. They will grow up to a stage where they won't need us. That's the time we need to give them space. But these are very crucial years when we need to be with them and handhold them. Education is all about attitude, skill, and knowledge. So we realize that before knowledge comes, it is attitude. So we need to shape their attitude in their growing up years. We need not focus so much on knowledge now, but it's important that we get them into the right habits, which is very important. And that will define the man or the woman that they turn out to become for the rest of their life. So our focus has to be more on developing the right values, the right habits. And we all know children learn more from what they see than from what they hear. So, an ounce of practice is worth tons of preaching. We need not preach to our children, they just need to watch our life. Our life will be a message to our children. As my Guru Mahatria says, our life will be a Gita, a Bible, or a Quran to our children. So, the way we live our life, I think that's a message for our children. We don't have to preach. The environment that we provide, because we all know there's so much of subliminal learning in their growing up years. Unconsciously, they learn a lot of things. You and I also would have picked up so many things from the adults around us unknowingly. So they say that in this particular aspect, he is like his grandfather, or she is like her mother, or she is like her aunt. Unconsciously, we pick up so many things in our growing up years. So, as adults, that was a decision I made when I had my child, that this child will be provided the best environment. And I had to work on myself first. I didn't have to work on my child, I had to work on myself first. So, it's important that we provide them that beautiful environment at home. In our school, we don't focus only on results because we firmly believe that the process is very important, the process through which the child grows. So it is not a school that focuses only on marks, but the human being that he grows up to be. Because we know so many of them are very successful professionals, but they fail in relationships because life boils down to relationships. So we need to get those aspects right, and I think that is what we need to work on. The language we use, how we address people around us, how we talk to our neighbors, how we talk to our relatives, whether we talk about them at home, they're very sharp. They listen to all our conversations when they are playing. So we need to really work on ourselves. And we have this habit of picking up on the child whenever the child is wrong. But if you can recognize and reward the right action performed by the child will repeat it. A good action or right action, recognized and rewarded, will be repeated. So these are the things that we need to look out for. This is the age when, no, with gay abandon, they were all dancing here, oblivious to the people around them. They did what they liked. And I think that has to be appreciated. We can't bring them like a bonsai, prune them here and there and stunt their growth and say, this is how you need to be. Allow them to be the way they are, but provide them the best environment that you can provide them. I'm not taking much of your time. Love you all so much. Jai Hind.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Um, Very inspiring words, and I think very right message put across in a very subtle and simple way. Like we have to work on ourselves as parents before starting to work on the child. So, thank you so much for that. I'd like to who's our guest of honor to share a few words as well. Give you a small brief about her. Maya is a global educator and has lived and taught in the English from Middleburg University and a master's in education from Harvard University. She's the author of Beyond the Tiger Mom East West Parenting for Global Age, where she talks about raising successful global kids by blending the best practices of Eastern and Western approaches for parenting and education. And as I said, she is also running Tree Learning Community, which she'll probably talk about a little bit and also address you also. Maya, ma'am, please.
I'm thinking as I watch your children, I was actually thinking more as a parent myself than as an educator for a minute. Although I think parents are all educators in a way. We're all educating our children all the time. But my kids, this is my first year actually as an empty nester. Both my children have grown up and gone away. And as I was watching these little ones, I was just thinking how quickly it all goes and how precious this time is when your kids are small and they're dancing like this and they're so excited about everything. And as Chitra ma'am said and Manisha said, they're like sponges that, they're watching everything you do and say, and they're learning so much all the time. So I think my biggest message is to just really appreciate this time because it is very, very precious and very special. And I think it reminds us all in a way of sort of the purpose of life almost, right? It's little kids and their joy and that relationship and watching them grow that makes life so meaningful for all of us. I work with schools. So the organization I work with, we train teachers and we work with a number of schools across Chennai. And one of the things when I talk to school leaders and teachers, one of the things they often say is that they feel like childhood is being lost today. They talk about how parents are so busy on their phones, everyone's so busy, kids are always going from class to class from the time they're two. Parents are worried about NEET exams for 3-year-olds, all kinds of, all kinds of pressures.
And I think one of the things that I feel very strongly about is that as you raise your children, this time of childhood goes very quickly, and it's a very crucial time. So let them be children, let them enjoy their childhoods, give them time in nature, give them time to play, and let them play how they want, and be there for them. Put your phones away and really spend time with them, because I think that's the most important thing we can do for our kids, to give them that childhood, give them that special time. So I don't want to take too much time, but I want to tell you all that watching your children was a real joy and pleasure for me. I mean, they were extremely cute and they did a great job. I know that, getting a whole lot of children of this age to coordinate and do anything is a real challenge. So I think great job to the teachers as well, and the dance teacher, and of course to all of you, because they are really a testimony to you. And one more thing, I'm just going to echo what Chitra ma'am said. When we look at plants and trees, if they grow well, we say
Thank you, Vedant. So I hope you all enjoyed as much we enjoyed watching our children. Thank you, Manisha ma'am, for coming up with this heartwarming story. It was a very pleasant surprise for all of us. Even we didn't know what was the story was all about, and I hope we all enjoyed. And just a quick update of what we are coming up for this summer. So we have four summer camps starting from April 19th. So each will be of 10 days duration and from 10:30 to 1:30. So it starts from April 19th and it goes on till June 5th. And we also have birthday party programs, referral programs, and membership programs introduced by iSpark. So if you have any doubts or clarifications, you can reach out to us at any time. And our report cards are ready of our DR1s, so you can collect it once the function is over. So that's it. Thank you. Do have your refreshments while we are leaving. Thank you.
So before we wrap up, I think it'll be incomplete to hear from the parents. So if any of you all want to just share anything about this evening, how you felt, what was your moment, or anything in general about your experience with your child, the stage is open. Or I can pass it on the mic and we can start. Should I? Okay. You can sit down and speak, or you can stand.
I'm happy to address them. Let me introduce myself as R.S. Mani, Chartered Accountant, grandfather of little Gayatri. That is the way of introduction. In fact, when they said, I am waiting for this opportunity, wherever I go, I hold the mic. I have a, what do you call as a flair towards mic. It all started, I was so novice and I was not used to this public address at all, thanks to my grandfather, who was a teacher by himself. Not a teacher by profession, but a teacher for the world as such. I have learned so many things from him. On seeing this, I personally feel that stage fear has to go. That will go only at this age. After that, the stage fear will crop in and spoil your future. So, the best way to educate the children is to dance in the flow and thereby shed off all those fears. That is the first thing. I appreciate that first. It is a home away from home. And all these teachers are mothers. And we feel that grandparents and parents should be teachers in the house. It is not teacher being strict to themselves. It is a teacher for themselves because they should know how to bring up a child. So many things which we have lost as parents, we enjoy as grandparents. There is a saying, when you deposit something, we are more interested in the interest rather than the deposit. That is what we enjoy now, and on seeing them, we are really happy. And I want to express my happiness to them, and we continue forever. And we will attend, even though our child is not here, we will come and attend the next year films also. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Anyone else who would like to share their experience or anything? You don't have to come up. You can say from your, or how did you feel seeing your child perform today? Let's make it very simple. Anybody? Sorry. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So I'm someone who has a lot of stage fear. Even now, as a teacher, I'm actually a teacher. My name is Akshaya, and I'm a teacher at Church Park, ICSE, and I'm the mother of Navilan. So I have a lot of stage fear even today, like more like kind of apprehensive to get on stage. And I was really happy to see that. I was kind of excited to see him go on the stage at such a young age because I did have the opportunity, but many a times I have missed it as a child. So I'm glad that he's exposed to such things at a such a young stage. So and also I would like to speak a few words about iSpark and how the environment is. I was very particular about Montessori, and I've been expressing that almost every other meeting that I tell. And I will find that this is the right place for my son. And iSpark has really, because the teachers are really mothers here. I would say that they nurture the children, even even if it gets late or something, they provide food and everything. And it's kind of a miss these days that you don't see. It's a very common thing in schools. So I really feel very safe to send my child here. So I'm really glad, and I would like to continue my son's schooling here. Thank you.
Thank you, Akshaya. That's really sweet. I mean, that's our objective, to provide a home away from home. And I'm so glad we're able to provide that for Navilan and so many other children. Thank you. Anyone else who would like to share? Oh, right there. Like to come here?
So let me introduce myself. I'm Girish, father of baby Gayatri. So yeah, we are regular at iSpark, not just the kid. Even as parents, we come here to be part of this family. So while there are a lot of things about kids performing well, what I feel special about iSpark is they just don't teach kids. They also nurture the parents by conducting workshops, which we don't see at any other premises or place, where they find some time to engage the parents with workshops to know what it needs to be done as a parent at home. So I feel that that's something very special at iSpark, and I am really proud that teachers are they are not teachers here, as I already said, they are all mothers. Home away from home is what I feel is this is actually the home, and that is actually a school at home. So that's how I take back from here, because as kids grow, they have all this homework and all this stuff's coming in. They are more pressurized to do perform well, and they have to keep on proving themselves that they are better than others, which is not required at any stage of life, but still, with peer pressure coming in, it automatically goes into their mind. That I feel here, iSpar has given them the platform that they don't feel that pressure within themselves by comparing with others or within themselves. So that's how kids are not trained, they are nurtured. So I like to give a big thank you to the organizer as well as the teachers here for being good mothers for the kids. Thank you.
Thank you so much. That's again really please. We have time for one or two more, so I'll take just one or two more parents sharing, I think.
Dia is my granddaughter. I'm Dr. Devaki, dental surgeon and orthodontist by profession. And I really like the environment in iSpark. And sometimes I feel we all have missed this part in our life. There was no play school, nothing, so much to play and enjoy. And one thing I wanted to talk about this school is uh, for the second birthday of Dia, we had a real tough time because we had called so many guests and she refused to cut the cake in front of everybody, and we had to celebrate it inside the bedroom and when all the guests were outside in the hall. Really, it was very painful for the parents also. But when she joined here, within a month, what a drastic change. She wants to make friends with everybody. In fact, if some children go pass by in our road, she says, that Akka, I want to talk to her and I want to make friendship with her. That's the way they have groomed her here. And I really appreciate the way all the teachers who take care personal care of the children, as I think you have lot of Mrs. Thompson here. Thank you.
Thank you again. I mean, it's just such a sweet message again. A lot of Mrs. Thompsons at iSpark team. So thank you, Team iSpark, for being a Mrs. Thompson to so many children at iSpark. We have time for one more if there's anyone who would like to share. Please.
Hi, I am Shakti Priya, mother of Harush. I dropped my son at 15 months last year. Everybody were asking, you're dropping him at 15 months. Is it okay for you? I never had a doubt, even a single day. The first day when ma'am carried Gayatri ma'am and Jiva ma'am, from day one till today, we have no doubt at all. I drop him every day with the same smile and happiness. My parents, his parents, everybody are so happy. We send him to the high spark. Even on Saturdays, he comes. They're so happy. The teachers are so happy. They say, will Arush come today? So that's the environment he has created. And we are also happy that he's growing up like that. I am very happy with iSpark. And he's last year when he danced, he was 2 years. Now he's 3 years. I think I recorded the video around 6 minutes. They have danced. I think that's a great way they have learned, and they have trained them so well. There is no stage fear at all. I told him, you have to smile, you have to dance. He smiled and danced the same way. I'm so happy. The teachers have done a great job. Thank you so much, ma'am. I'm very happy.
Thank you so much. I mean, so much is being said about Team iSpark. I just want all of them to come up on stage so that you can actually see them and you know who they are. Otherwise, they'll get missed. So, can I ask everybody, Gayatri, Jiva, Saranya, if you can just come up on stage. Mala, just come up on stage, please. Just from the aisle. Gayatri, yeah. Please come up on stage. Vaishnavi, Mala, Saranya, Jiva, Deepika, Akila, all of you all, please. The dance master, Raghav, Khaja, Reshma, please. Come, come. So that's Team iSpark. We have our lovely helpers, akkas, who are also there, and they also take lovely care of all the children. So they are just helping. Happy the dog, yeah. He's there for sure. So yeah, we called him Happy. Yeah, absolutely. So can we have a huge round of applause for them? That's Gayatri, Mala, Reshma, Jiva, Saranya, Deepika, Akila, Vaishnavi, Dance Master, and Khaja. Huge round of applause for them, please. So they are the reason your children feel so secure, so happy, and you're able to see the change. So just wanted to introduce the faces to you once. So thank you, team. Thank you so much. Please. We'd like to end this evening by felicitating our chief guest and our guest of honor. So, if I could request the founder, Ms. Manisha Kanoria Lohia, to felicitate Ms. Chitra Prasad on stage. Please. Please, ma'am. Can we have a huge round of applause, please? Thank you. And Ms. Maya Tyagarajan as well, our guest of honor. Let's have a huge round of applause, please. Thank you. Just like to end this beautiful evening by calling our founder to say the vote of thanks. We have some refreshments there for you outside. We have a very cute photo booth outside, so please take some pictures. You want to drop a message, take some pictures, interact with the staff, children, anything. It's your space, so I don't need to tell you much, but have a beautiful evening.
Thank you so much for being here today. Special thanks to Vedant also. And as Chitra said, that once we decide to become a mother or a parent, we have to first make up our mind that certain things we have to drop. And once we make up our mind on that, it just drops. It's not an effort at all. So I think it's been a great support for me to have Vedant around, and he just follows. I don't even have to say something, I don't have to insist that do it, but the entire video illustration and the voiceover would have been incomplete without him. And thank you so much, Vedant, to be there. And thank you all the parents for taking out this evening, which means a lot to us at iSpark, especially the chief guest of honor. I was not very sure whether Maya will come. So suddenly she just messaged her, she'll come. She's all seen the place also. And everyone here, our team iSpark, everyone, right from Gayatri, who's our Montessori head coordinator, Jiva, who's been with us for a long time. All of you all know she works with the toddler group of children who Arush's age. I think Arush was the first child who came to us, and I love his hair. You've cut his hair. So 15 months old he came, and all of them, they really work with devotion here. Saranya, who's also been with us for 2 years as Montessori. Our team is growing. I'm sure it will grow. Parents who've seen us in the old ice park and we moved here, it had been a transition. It took a lot of time to get this entire place done and get the team ready. So it takes time to get the place run. But thank you for your belief and your trust in us at iSpark. I'm sure we'll keep growing. Thank you, all of us. I'm sure you all will always cherish this day, this moment, and we look forward to many more. Thank you.
Please join us for refreshments outside. If you want to take a photo with your child on the stage or outside, you can take photos. So please feel free. Thank you.